For the uninitiated, I am Mr. White. My real name is unimportant. I am the facilitator of Dreamland. Yes, the maker of dreams. I like that. It's poetic. It has always been the goal of our organization to do what's best for mankind. The pact with the Greys simply pushed up the timeline. Those put in power by us, presidents, prime ministers, religious figures, and nobility, sometimes get greedy. However, an assassin's bullet, or the delightfully degenerative effect of the many diseases in our control, usually takes care of that. Some have called our plans a Luciferian conspiracy, but they will not say such things after the coming of the new guard. They will hold their tongues, not because they have had a change of heart, but because, because they will already have rotted out from the inside. The chips we've implanted in the majority of the population under the guise of vaccinations allow us to watch the watchers. Now, how could anyone say the pact was a bad thing? The technology we've been able to create as a result of the pact helps everyone. Our embedded chips in cell phones allow us to easily record conversations around the globe. Nanofibers woven into currency let us monitor the world's money wherever it goes. And we've placed monitoring devices the size of pinheads in most generic light fixtures. This enables us to gather surveillance in the homes of the average American. And let me tell you, the things they do in the privacy of their own homes is far more disturbing than anything found here at Dreamland. What we have created made the world we have today. It is only natural for us to control it. People simply do not understand what it takes for them to safely eat their hamburgers, see their television shows, drive their cars. It's a dangerous world, which is why the pact is of such immense benefit to us. It offers us a delightful weapon that causes epidemic mutation and destruction of our enemies. And the masses can sleep at night, nary a care.
To fulfill a pact, and in turn become the linchpin for a new world order. Bioweapon engineering requires finesse to manipulate both the pathogen and the population in a way that accomplishes the desired effect. It necessitates extensive lab work, followed by a series of controlled study groups. One such example of a localized control group was the 1976 experiment in a Philadelphia hotel. We were able to successfully introduce the pathogen, which became commonly known as Legionnaire's disease. It became the model for more complex experiments released into larger population groups, such as HIV and the SARS virus. Ebola has been the most virulent of our population-tested experiments, and the most difficult one to keep in check. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, as well as the World Health Organization, act as our preliminary survey team, gathering statistics and data of the virulence of the pathogens we have released. They also monitor established outbreak parameters, so the pathogens remain under our direction. These organizations were exceedingly useful in the mid-90s when the loss of several test rats who migrated into New Mexico and Arizona created a scare of hantavirus. They were able to capture the rats and return them to us while downplaying to the general public the immediate threat. The end result of these controlled experiments was to be the resurgence of bubonic plague and smallpox to create a pandemic, allowing the government to control the surviving population with considerable ease. But these experiments with earthly viruses ran concurrent with my long-term research into alien pathogens. The difficulty of unlocking the alien mitochondria was a continual disappointment to me until May 17th, 2002. It was on that day that I discovered it replicates through binary fission with an accelerated incubation period. I realized that if I attenuated the incubation period, I would be able to control the growth of the mutagens. Since then, I've been able to easily manipulate the alien DNA and hybridize it with human DNA. These experiments have given rise to my greatest innovation, a living, breathing, unstoppable organism I call the infection carrier. Others refer to it simply as the weapon.